Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a knitted pumpkin with a round loom. These are very easy and fun to make as a fall craft and you only need a couple of materials. You will need a round loom in any size depending on how big you want to make the pumpkins. Thick orange yarn in size super bulky, and polyfill or any other type of stuffing. I'm going to be showing you how I made the smaller pumpkin using a 3.5-inch loom with 12 pegs, but I also made a bigger pumpkin using a 5.5-inch loom with 24 pegs. First, we're going to make a slip stitch and place it on the first peg. Pull working yarn towards the center of the loom and wrap counterclockwise around the second peg. Continue wrapping pegs clockwise around the loom until you've wrapped all the pegs. Push down the yarn and continue wrapping until there are 2 loops on each peg. Here you can either hold down the yarn or wrap it around the anchor peg to keep it from unraveling. Use the loom pick to lift the bottom loop over the top loop and repeat this for every peg. Then we're going to repeat the process to make more rows. For the small pumpkin, I stopped knitting once the length was about 4.5 inches. For the bigger pumpkin that I'm showing you here, I knitted about 5.5 inches in length. Now cut off the yarn, leaving a good amount of working yarn, about 5 or 6 inches, and put it through your yarn needle. Starting on the peg next to the last peg, lift up the loop off of the peg and run the needle through the loop. Do this for each peg until they are all off the loom. Once done, you can now carefully pull the yarn to close up this side of the pumpkin. Pass the needle through the center and out the other side. Then we're going to make a couple of knots to secure the yarn. Now we could start filling the pumpkin. I'm using polyfill, but you could also use scraps of fabric or scraps of yarn. To close up the pumpkin, we're going to be doing the same thing we did before. In hindsight, I could have left a longer end piece at the beginning and used that, but I didn't, so I'm attaching another piece of yarn with a knot and threading it through the needle. Then run the needle through every top loop. Carefully pull the yarn tight to close. Then run the needle through the pumpkin so that it comes out the other side. This will help give it the pumpkin shape instead of just being round. Make a few knots to attach it at the bottom and weave it through a few sections before cutting off the extra yarn. To finish, I hot glued a little piece of cinnamon stick to make the stem and placed it at the center of the pumpkin. If you're having trouble with the filling showing, you could either use a thicker yarn or use a loom that has pegs closer together. As you could see, the knit was a bit further apart on the small pumpkin, so some of the filling is visible, but on the larger pumpkin you can't see it. And this is the loom that I used that was 24 pegs. So using a loom that has pegs closer together might help. And there you have it, a very cozy autumn craft. If you liked it, please like the video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.